Top 10 smallest countries in the world. Not all countries have large territories. There are a total of 196 countries in the world, of which 24 have an area of less than 1,000 square kilometers, and the population is not even part of large cities. AllThingsTop will bring you a list of the 10 smallest countries in the world. Republic of Malta, 316 square kilometers. The Republic of Malta is an island nation of southern Europe, consisting of 7 islands located in the Mediterranean Sea. The small country has an area of 316 square kilometers with a population of 446,574, which makes it one of the countries with the highest population density in Europe. Only the 3 largest islands, Malta, Gozo, and Camino, are inhabited, with the remaining small islands largely abandoned. This country has great historical and cultural significance. It is one of the most notable prehistoric sites in the world. The Hypogeum is a 5,000-year-old underground building located in the Maltese town of Paola. In addition, the island has 7 prehistoric temples, dating from 3600 BC to 700 BC. The Republic of Malta was influenced by various civilizations in the past, including the Phoenicians, Romans, Sicilians, French, and British, who took turns ruling the island nation at different times. Malta was also mentioned in the Odyssey epic, where Calypso held Odysseus for 7 years. Malta officially gained independence in 1964. English and Maltese are the main languages of the island. Today, tourism is one of Malta's main sources of income. The prehistoric monuments and beautiful beaches of Malta attract about 1 million tourists every year. Maldives, 298 square kilometers. The Maldivian Islands, officially known as the Republic of Maldives, are located in the Indian Ocean, comprising a total of 1,090 islands, but only 200 are inhabited. Maldives have been inhabited since the 5th century BC. Portuguese, Dutch, and English empires dominated the country in the 16th, 17th, and 19th centuries, respectively. The Maldives eventually became an independent country in 1965. Many of the Maldives Islands are just 1.5 meters above sea level on average, which has made it the lowest country in the world. White sand beaches, coral reefs, rich marine life, and turquoise waters have made the Maldives one of the most beautiful and popular tourist destinations in the world. Unfortunately, however, the rise in sea levels due to global warming is causing the erosion and disappearance of many Maldives islands in the near future. Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, 261 square kilometers. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis consists of 2 beautiful archipelagos located in the Caribbean. It was first discovered by Christopher Columbus in 1498. The British and the French then scrambled for a century to gain full control of St. Kitts and Nevis. In 1713, the islands became a single British colony. St. Kitts and Nevis became a federation in 1967 and gained independence in 1983. The small country has a total area of 261 square kilometers, of which St. Kitts has an area of 168 square kilometers and Nevis is 93 square kilometers. Both islands are famous for their pristine beaches, green valleys in rainforests, and pleasant climate. The country's economy is mainly based on sugarcane cultivation and tourism. Marshall Islands, 181 square kilometers. The Marshall Archipelago consists of hundreds of thousands of islands, large and small, which together form 29 coral islands. However, only 24 are inhabited, with a population of about 680,000 people. The Marshall Islands were alternately occupied by the Spaniards, Germans, Japanese, British, and Americans between the 16th and 20th centuries. It gained independence in 1986 under a free association with the United States. The US dollar is the official currency of the Marshall Islands, and the islanders speak both Marshall and English. The main industries of this tiny island nation include handicrafts, fish processing, and tourism. The crystal clear waters of this place are home to 160 species of corals and 800 species of fish. The Marshall Islands are also one of the best destinations for scuba diving and snorkeling. Liechtenstein, 160 square kilometers. The Principality of Liechtenstein was an independent state in Western Europe, located between Austria and Switzerland. The small country has an area of only 160 square kilometers and a population of about 37,132. It is the only country in the world that is completely located in the Alps. Liechtenstein has the highest gross domestic product (GDP) per capita in the world and has the lowest foreign debt in the world. The unemployment rate is also the second lowest in the world, just under 1.5%. The lowest is Monaco. Liechtenstein has a unitary parliamentary system and a constitutional monarchy. The national administrative center is located in the capital Vaduz. The country has 11 autonomous cities and Shan is the largest city in the country with an area of 25 square kilometers. The official language of the people of Liechtenstein is German. This place is also one of the most famous winter sports destinations in the world. San Marino, 61 square kilometers. With an area of 61 square kilometers, San Marino is the third smallest country in Europe and the fifth smallest in the world. The small country is completely surrounded by Italy. San Marino is also the oldest republic in Europe, founded in AD 301 with the full name of the Greater Peaceful Republic of San Marino. According to legend, the country was founded by a stone carver named Marino, who took refuge in order to avoid the hunt during the reign of Emperor Diocletian. In 1631, Pope Urban VIII officially acknowledged the nation's independence. The country has a population of only about 30,000 and has 9 autonomous cities. However, San Marino is famous mainly because the number of vehicles of this place is more than the population of the country. It is also one of the richest countries in the world by GDP. The economy of San Marino is mainly based on tourism, banking, and textiles. Tuvalu, 26 square kilometers. The small Tuvalu nation consists of 5 atolls and 4 archipelagos, which are also known as the Ellis Islands, located in the western Pacific Ocean, between Hawaii and Australia. Tuvalu is one of the lowest countries in the world. The highest point of this small country is only about 4.5 meters from the average sea level. This makes Tuvalu very vulnerable to sea level rise. There is only one airport in the country located in the capital Funafuti Atoll. The first inhabitants of Tuvalu were Polynesians, who came here from the 1st century AD. In 1976, Tuvalu became a British colony and then gained independence in 1978. The country's economy is largely dependent on fishing and growing food crops, but the land here is less fertile and has no mineral resources. The main income of the government is from the sale of stamps and old coins, foreign currency of citizens sent back. Nauru, 21 square kilometers. Nauru is the smallest island country in the world with an area of 21 square kilometers. Nauru is also the second least populous country in the world with a population of about 9,378. The island is located in the South Pacific Ocean. It was occupied by Japan during World War II and gained independence in 1968. The island is surrounded by coral reefs and is famous for its sandy beaches. However, tourism in Nauru is still limited. In addition, the country faces a serious state of unemployment. Only about 10% of the population has stable jobs. The country's economy is mainly based on fishing and phosphate extraction, coconut products. Monaco, 2 square kilometers. The Principality of Monaco in Western Europe is the second smallest country in the world, with an area of only 2 square kilometers. But this tiny country has a population of 36,950, which makes it the most densely populated country in the world. The country has 3 sides adjacent to France, the other side adjacent to the Mediterranean, makes a beautiful country. Monaco is a constitutional monarchy headed by members of the Grimaldi clan. This small country has only one municipality, so Monaco is both an independent country and a city. Monaco is one of the richest countries in the world with a high GDP, which is also famous for the Monte Carlo casino. This is also one of the main sources of income of the country. Also, thanks to the high income from the Monte Carlo casino, the country does not require very low income taxes and business taxes. Although a small principality, Monaco is one of the most luxurious countries in the world, far superior to Dubai in terms of tradition and sophistication in spending money. Vatican, 0.44 square kilometers. The Vatican is the smallest country in the world, surrounded by the city of Rome. It is also the least populated country in the world with about 840 people, including cardinals, diplomats, gendarmes, Swiss soldiers and laymen, but in fact only about 450 official nationalities. The Vatican is also known as the Vatican because it is home to the Basilica of St. Petersburg, Peter, the largest Catholic church in the world. The Vatican is a monarchical state headed by the Bishop of Rome. The Vatican Railway is only about 1.7 kilometers long and is the shortest railway system in the world. Church of St. Peter, the Vatican Museum, and the Sistine Chapel are the main attractions of the city. Every year, this small country attracts about 4 million visitors. Historically, the Vatican was not a small country as it is today until the unification of Italy in 1870. The papal state of the Italian peninsula was ruled by the Pope from 700 AD to 1870 AD. The Vatican territory that once covered more than 44,000 square kilometers at the time. But after Italy unified in 1870, much of the papal states became part of Italy. The sovereignty of the Vatican was recognized by the Italian government under the Lateran Treaty on February 11, 1929, making it a completely independent state. The Vatican is also a country with a unique non-commercial economy in the world, with income based mainly on donations of Roman Catholics around the world and the sale of publications, stamps, souvenirs, for tourists. Here are the top 10 smallest countries in the world that AllThingsTop has brought to you. Like and subscribe to the channel to watch many interesting videos. Goodbye and see you next time.